Humans have a natural curiosity to know the unknown, to see the unseen, and to conquer the unconquered. Every day, so many things are happening around, and human beings are eager to know them all. They not only like to know happenings in their own and other countries, but also what is happening in Antarctica or Mars or Siberia. This curiosity to know and understand situations is not a contemporary phenomenon. It is true the World Wide Wave has made our life easier, and now we know anything that takes place at the furthest corners of the world with a single click. However, it was not that easy a few hundred years ago. Through a process of evolution, the newspaper has now become a part and parcel of human life. Modern people can think of a day when they don't have a newspaper passed through the doors in the early morning. A fresh newspaper with a hot cup of tea or coffee has been the symbol of modern urban life. We peep at a newspaper for national, local, international, or sports news. Is there a show of Nurul Diner Shara Jibon or Chitra Godha or Hamlet? Is there a suitable job offer? Are there any sale? Let us have a look at the newspaper. The newspaper is the ultimate destination for advertisements of products, classified advertisements for finding brides, bridegrooms, houses to let, sales, and whatnot. It is said, in the modern world, information is power, and a newspaper is an information hub. But how were the initial days of the newspaper? The first newspaper, Acta Diurna, was published in ancient Rome in 59 BC. Acta Diurna, meaning daily acts, posted different types of announcements and social events. However, Acta Diurna was not a paper-based newspaper. It was a message board displayed in public places. Just imagine how old the history of the newspaper in human civilization is. Acta Diurna was published just 59 years before the birth of Jesus Christ. Much later, at the beginning of the 16th century, printed news books were published in England, and they were based on stories such as battles, disasters, or public celebrations. The London Gazette claims to be England's oldest newspaper, published in 1665. The 17th century also marks the regular publication of newspapers in Germany, Italy, and the Netherlands. John Carlos published the first weekly newspaper account of all distinguished and commemorable news from Germany in 1605. The newspapers that are delivered to your house each day starts its journey from the 18th century. The Pennsylvania Pocket and the Daily Advertiser were the first daily newspapers from the USA, which came out in 1784. Many independent newspapers ran before that on a weekly or monthly basis. The first newspaper printed in India was Hickey's Bangla Gazette in 1780 under the British Raj. It was published by James Augustus Hickey. In this process, the first Bangla weekly newspaper, the Samachar Darpan, came out in 1818. The missionaries ran this newspaper. The Azad became Dhaka's first daily newspaper. The Azad played an important role during our language movement, as the daily Ittefaq played glorious role in our struggle for independence. In 21st century, there is a change in the form and presentation of newspapers. They are no more confined to tabloid and broadsheet sizes. Nearly all the world's major newspapers have begun publishing online editions of their newspapers. Although some newspapers charge their readers for access, many have made their website web editions free. Yet, having a printed newspaper is still an obsession for many people in the world.